So that brings us to the Nimrod era of Green Day, and that's 1997 to 1998. The band didn't release a studio album in 96. They had a lot of pressure from the record label to release something that was as popular as Dookie was. So the band started experimenting with a lot of different sounds, and the result is Nimrod from 1997, also on Reprise Records. And this is the regular CD version, or I would say the HD CD. And I also have the Japanese SHM CD, which is supposed to be a higher quality audio. I can't really tell the difference, but it's still really cool to have. I bought this in Japan. And this one has an extra track, like in most of the Japanese editions. It's Desensitized, that was released later on in the B-side compilation Shenanigans. And like I said, Green Day started experimenting with a lot of different sounds, and the result is very eclectic. A collection of a little bit of punk. There's a song that sounds a little bit ska, hard rock, and also has like a very popular ballad, which was the song that I mentioned before, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. And there's the booklet. And I love this album. It's one of the albums that I listened to the most when I was starting to get into Green Day, mainly because it was so different sounding than the ones from before. And actually, let's go ahead and listen to a song of this album. It's actually the first single from Nimrod. It's called Hitching a Ride. Let's take a quick listen to a short clip of this. So Nimrod wasn't hugely successful. They only had one song that really made it big. That was Good Riddance. But they still released a bunch of CD singles. Starting off with the song that we just listened to, Hitching a Ride. I believe this is the Australian release of that CD single. Also from 97. Yes, 1997. Also on Reprise Records, of course. This has a couple of extra B-sides. There's a CD. Also, another CD single that I have, the song that I just mentioned, Time of Your Life, Good Riddance. I think this is the European version of the CD single. The CD. Another single was Redundant, and it's also from 1997. It came out in a two-part single. I think this one is part 1 and this one is part 2. Actually, no, this one is part 1 and this one is part 2. It has a couple of different B-sides. There's the back. And there's the back of part 2. Again, Green Day with Redundant. Next, I also have a bootleg version of Green Day live in Buenos Aires from 1998. And this is a bootleg from Sue Records. And I found this in the record store once a long time ago, and I said, okay, I have to pick this up. But the audio quality in this bootleg is awful. It's just seems like somebody just had a tape recorder in the audience, and they recorded the whole concert. Still cool to have because it has a lot of songs that Green Day doesn't play that often from the Nimrod era, from the Nimrod album, like Platypus and Scattered and Prosthetic Head. Great songs, but the audio quality is just crap. So that's it for the Nimrod era from Green Day from 1997 to 1998. And after that, Green Day didn't release anything until the year 2000. So a couple of years of that they didn't release anything. And again, a lot of pressure from the record labels. They were saying you have to have a big hit album. And they didn't listen to them. They said, okay, we're just going to do our own thing. And the result is Warning from 2000. And again, a very different album compared to Dookie, Insomniac, Kerplunk. A lot of people call it a little bit of folk rock influences, but I don't think it's really folk rock. It does have a lot of acoustic guitars in them in the album, but I wouldn't really call it folk rock. But it's just a rock and roll album, and it sounds great. I love this album. Again, this is the deluxe edition of the CD. I think I showed this before, that it comes in this little plastic bag, and the CD itself comes in this digipack with the gatefold and a little book or a booklet with pictures of the band and their lyrics. Very cool packaging for this one. I also have the regular CD. This one is the Colombian edition, I believe. And it came in with the orange CD instead of the green one. The same songs. And the same artwork too. Also from 2000 on Reprise Records. And I also got a reissue of the LP. This is one of the few Green Day studio albums that I have on vinyl. And I picked it up because I found it on a good price. This one is actually on Adeline Records. This is the Green Day record label. They got the rights for the vinyl. And again, I picked it up because it's a cool reissue on colored vinyl. This one comes with the insert with the lyrics and the pictures. And here's the vinyl. It just looks awesome. Bright green vinyl. And it sounds great too. Sorry for all the edits, but my desk is starting to get really full with CDs and vinyl, so I have to cut the video several times to make it work. Actually, let's go ahead and listen to a quick clip out of the Green Day's Warning. This song is called Church on Sunday. It's one of my favorite songs from the album. Let's take a listen.
Today is the first day of the rest of our lives. Tomorrow is too late to pretend everything's alright now. I'm not getting any younger as long as you don't get.
So Warning was actually not commercially successful at all. It didn't sell too many records, but they still managed to release a handful of singles, starting off with Minority. This is one of my favorite Green Day songs ever. I love this song. There's the back. The B-sides are mostly live versions of songs from the Warning or Insomniac era. I also have the vinyl version of it. This one is from Reprise Records. The vinyl, of course, is from Adeline Records. It's the Green Day record label that got the rights for the vinyl. And they still sell reissues of this single. This one only has a couple of songs. But it's cool because it comes in colored vinyl. The one I got is on marble pink. The next single was the song called Warning. And this is part 1 of the CD single with the green artwork and the green CD. Part 2 came with the orange CD single. And there's the back. And the B-sides of this singles are pretty cool. This one has a cover of the Ramones, which is called Outsider. And this one right here has a cover of Husker Du, I Don't Want to Know If You're Lonely. 2 great cover songs. And I also have the vinyl version of Warning. This one also only came in one part. I actually bought this one when it came out in 2000, again on Adeline Records. So at this point, most of the vinyl or the singles on vinyl came in Adeline Records, and the CDs and the studio albums came out on Reprise Records. Here's the vinyl, the 7-inch vinyl of Warning. A really cool transparent yellow or orange vinyl with the custom labels. And the last single was the song called Waiting. Just a very different Green Day song. I love it. I think a lot of people didn't like this song. I think it was great. There's the back, and this one has a really cool B-side, which is the live version of Macy's Day Parade. It's just a beautiful ballad. There's the inside. I think this one also came as an enhanced CD, so it came with a video of the song. And I also got the 7-inch single for Waiting. And this one's great. Again, there's the back, again on Adeline Records. And this one came out actually in 2001 already. Yeah, we're already in 2001. With the B-side Maria, just an amazing song that was unreleased at that point in time. Great looking pink marbled vinyl. Maria in the B-side. So those are the singles for the album Warning. And to wrap up the Warning era, they also released again a live EP, again in Japan, of course. This one's called Tune in Tokyo, and this one is the CD. Again, I bought this one in Japan. It's really hard to find here in the live EPs here in the US. Mostly songs of Warning, of course. Yeah, all songs from Warning except one from Nimrod. Actually, go ahead and take a look with the Obi. And I really like how they designed the CD in this one with the Warning type of logo. And the booklet. It's a picture. I love that picture. The destroyed instruments after the Green Day show. And the booklet with the lyrics in Japanese. And of course, this EP was released for the first time in the US in vinyl last year in 2014 for Record Store Day. Again, this is Tune in Tokyo, originally from 2001 on Reprise Records, and this one also came in Reprise Records. There's the back. And I like this edition. It came with a really cool insert, again with the same pictures. Actually, I like this picture a lot. All the destruction from the Green Day shows. And the hype sticker with the transparent blue vinyl from Record Store Day. Looks amazing. Okay, so it was the year 2001, and Green Day was taking a break from recording. They didn't release any studio albums until later in 2004. So they, or the record label, decided to release some greatest hits compilation, or some compilation albums, starting from 2001's International Superhits. This is the only greatest hits compilation that Green Day has out so far as I know. And it's a collection of the singles that were released under the Reprise Records label, and a couple of unreleased songs as well, like Maria and Pop Rocks and Coke. Maria is just such a great song, and actually let's go ahead and take a quick listen to a short clip of Maria from International Superhits.
Education. Turn up that static left of the state of the nation.
And again, that was Green Day with Maria of International Superhits. And this is a good collection or a good compilation if you're just, at that point, if you were just getting started into Green Day, because it has the most popular songs from them. And one of the things that I didn't like about this album is just the front cover. It just looks like crap. I don't like this at all. This looks like it was made like in the 80s or early 90s. It just looks awful. I don't like it. But either way, this was released in a different format as well. It was also released as a collection of videos, of music videos. And this one is International Super Videos. And has most of the songs from International Super Hits, but on their music video. And of course, these ones don't include the new songs that were released, like Maria and Pop Rocks and Coke. There's the inside of the DVD. And at that point in time, I actually did not have a DVD player. So when I bought this, I first bought the VHS tape. Here's the VHS of International Super Videos. And it has the exact same content. The same videos. And the tape. The second compilation that they came up with at around the same time, actually in 2002, also on Reprise Records, is this one. It's called Shenanigans. And this is the collection of B-side songs, unreleased songs at that time. There's the back of the CD. And this one actually came with a hype sticker in the outside of the shrink, so I had to put it right here. It's already coming apart. And it's a pretty nice compilation. Like I said before, I love seeing the alternative artwork from all the CDs. So this one comes with a lot of cool pictures and photos and artwork. It looks great. The songs, of course, are not their best. It has a few songs here and there, but it's really not. It's not the best material by Green Day, of course. What's interesting about this album is that, I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a song, you can clearly see that it was titled DUI. Yeah, DUI. That was an unreleased song that was originally sang by Trey Cool, the drummer, that they, at the last minute, they decided not to put here in Shenanigans because it was just, what they said, it was too irresponsible. The lyrics were too irresponsible. It's just a song about drinking and driving, so they said, let's not put that one in there. But it's cool how they decided to spray paint it out. So again, that's Shenanigans from the year 2002. Next, Green Day went out on tour again, this time with Blink-182, which was very surprising for me because I didn't think that the two bands will work well together, but somehow it worked, and I actually went to see them, and they were great. And I got this sampler from the Pop Disaster Tour from 2002, and this one is also on Reprise Records, and the back has the cities where they played at. It's pretty cool to have just as a collection, but it has the songs that were already released. A handful of the hits like Minority and Good Riddance, Brain Stew, Basket Case, songs like that. The Pop Disaster Tour sampler. Next, I also have a couple of bootleg CDs. This one is called Surprise Gig at CBGB's. And I believe this is an Australian copy, or... Actually, no, this is not an Australian copy. This is just like a, I really don't know. It's like I found it at a record store, and I thought it might be pretty cool to have. Actually, don't remember if it sounds good or not. I don't think it does because I don't find myself listening to this live CD at all. But it has some songs from Warning and also from the early Green Day era. And this one is from 2001. And this one right here is called Tea in the Park, and this one is from 2002. Another bootleg CD. And there's the back. Again, a lot of songs from Warning. It also has Maria, and a few songs from, I think from Dookie and Insomniac as well.